Hello to you once again. The position that we have in front of us is towards the end of a 5-minute game that I recently played. It was an Evans Gambit declined. Unfortunately, it's not really possible to take all the moves down. And this game ran into over 40 moves. As we can see, we are well and truly in the end game, but I did memorize this position. It struck a chord with me and I thought I would bring it to you. So what are the three key points about this position that immediately spring to mind? Well, the first one is white has 5 pawns to black's 4. The second is that black has a pass pawn, so he could push that if he wished. But the third and most important point is that black has a significant weakness at his c7. So with all of that said, how do we take advantage of the last point that I've just mentioned? Well, the two moves that come to mind with these 2 pawns here, pushing either one of them, the problem with this is that he's not forced to take his king to the back rank. He can play here, and then it becomes a bit of a difficult matter to force the win, for the simple reason that if you try and push this, don't take the pawn here, check that out for yourselves, that's king takes c6. But instead, take like this. What happens then? Well, evidently, he has to take like that, you take back, and then it's going to be a little bit difficult for him, isn't it? Because even if he comes here, you can go here, and then if he takes, you go there, and you can't really make any progress. You could push this, but it would be a wee bit difficult, and in the meantime he could start pushing the h-pawn. It probably still is a win, but you're making hard work of it. So what do we do here not to make hard work out of this position? Let's just put the elements back in place. By process of elimination, it must be this. And it is this, because at once you see you're threatening to take here. And if you can take there, you win by force. Check that out for yourselves. So what does he have here? Well, this time around, you see, if he tries this, you can just push on. And there's no way that he can avoid losing material. He can't touch that pawn. If he goes to the back rank, you just need to go here. And if he takes, king takes b7, you whip his rook off, and it's an automatic win. So that just doesn't work. So after b6 in that position, again by process of elimination, he must move to the back rank, and he's covering his pawn with the king and now the rook. So what do we do? Well, playing here is not such a good idea. Why is that? Because he would come here, and as can be seen, he can't capitalize. Even if he pushes this on, you could just take his rook. And if he moves the rook, he loses the pawn. So you don't do that. You play here. Now you play c6. So we have b6, king c8, c6. Now, what are you threatening there? Well, you're threatening checkmate. Just look at that. So the only way of getting out of it is by playing here, which he does. And again, b7, of course, doesn't work because he just takes your rook. So you have to play here. Now, of course, if he moves this way, you whip his pawn off, so he has to come back. What he's hoping for at this stage is that you just keep repeating moves like this, like this. Yeah, but you don't. What do you do instead? Well, you march the king, king b5. What does he do? He can't move that rook off the 7th. And if he gives check here, you take the rook. So what does he do? If he takes the pawn, you take his rook. How does he deal with this? If he moves the king like this, he's back to checkmate. So let's just say he advances this. Well, we come around here like this. And what can he do? What can he do in that position? Play it on. There. And it's checkmate next move. There's no way out of it. No matter what he does there, he's beaten. Even if he'd moved the f pawn and the rook to f7 and the king across, it would be a case of queening the pawn and away you go. There's just no way that he can do anything about that. Which is quite a constructive and an instructive endgame. I trust that you enjoyed that one, and goodbye to you.